Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is a fun day, it's a fun video. I'm going to give you first impressions of the two new to be released fragrances from Zoologist. We have Dodo and Chameleon. So I've been wearing these on my skin for about 15 minutes now, and I kind of wanted to let you guys know what I thought. So let's get into it. Now first things first, these aren't my official reviews of these scents. I just received these earlier today, and I thought it might be fun to do a little first impression video, kind of give you my initial thoughts. But I do need to wear these a few times. As with all Zoologist scents, it does take a little bit of trying and seeing how it develops on the skin, different environments, things like that, to see how it goes before I give you a review. I like to really dive into Zoologist reviews and be very comprehensive. So this is not one of those videos. However, I will say that I purchased these. These were not sent to me to review. I always kind of reach out to Victor as soon as I even have a little like spidey sense that he's releasing something, and I'm pestering him until I can buy them. I like to purchase them as early as possible so that way I can give you guys a review closer to when they will be released, but having still been able to wear it enough to give you guys a full review. So that being said, these will be released on March 15th. So Chameleon and Dodo, two new fragrances from Zoologist. This video shouldn't be too long, but I am going to be getting a little bit in depth with my thoughts on how each of these fit into the Zoologist line. So this video is a little bit longer, I'm sorry, but I do kind of like to talk about this brand. It's one of my favorite houses. So I'm not going to go into too much of the feelings or the inspiration behind these scents. That's going to be reserved for the review, but I am going to read you guys the notes and let you guys know how it opened on my skin and now how it's developed into the initial dry down. So Chameleon has notes of bergamot, lemon, ylang ylang, mango, pink pepper, starfruit, and violet leaves at the top. At the heart, you have cashmere, clove, coconut, frangipani, jasmine, saffron, salty skin accord, and sea breeze. At the base, you have amber, woods, musks, opopanax, patchouli, sandalwood, vanilla, and vetiver. Now, this scent right here is on this arm. Obviously, I'm holding it up, and this has been here for, I would probably say, about 15 to 20 minutes. When this first went on the skin, it smelled powdery, kind of like iris, but there was like a bit of a like a soft, overripe fruit note in there that was really nice. I was really excited for this scent because I like the idea of fruits and aromatics with woods. There's just something about that mix, that composition, that seems really exciting to me. It's not that it isn't done very often, it's just I like the idea of the fruits being more predominant than the woods. A lot of times when you have woods in scents, specifically very strong, very specifically smelling woods, it can get to be a little bit overpowering, and I thought maybe the coconut, the frangipani, the amber, and all that kind of stuff would help round it out and blend it out and let those really unique fruit notes shine. And that is pretty much what this did. This scent smells very fresh. This scent smells very clean, but it does not smell soapy. It is a fruity scent. It is a very kind of tropical smelling scent without being like a novelty stereotypical tropical scent. It kind of smells like a rainforest, but kind of a very lush, decadent rainforest filled with like fruits and flora and things like that. Kind of smells like you're walking through this kind of bush that's like completely just like dripping with dew, and you're like kind of stepping on fruit that's been on the ground maybe all morning, and that's the smell that you're getting. It's like this green, fresh, kind of damp, moist, cool air with very strong fruit notes. The mango specifically is the strongest, and I love mango in scents. I think it's a very unique, specific smelling fruity note that doesn't kind of get lost. It's very distinctive, and it's very smartly chosen in this scent. So that's what this scent smells like, at least in the opening. It's fruity and tropical, but not, again, not a gimmicky tropical. And I think that it kind of fits like what you would think a chameleon would live, like how it smells. It's like perfect. At the same time, it is very wearable. It's not challenging whatsoever. And I think this is a crowd-pleasing scent, probably one of the more crowd-pleasing scents from Zoologist. And that might sound like a negative, and it's not, but when I get into Dodo, I'll kind of go more into what I'm talking about, saying this is the more crowd-pleasing one. So that is a Chameleon. So let's get into Dodo, shall we? Dodo is the one that I was really excited to try. So the notes in this scent, and I'm reading them right from here, there's not as many notes in this scent as there are in other zoologist scents. And when it comes to zoologist scents, I have come to anticipate a lot of complexity. So the top notes in this, you have fern, lime, lychee, and raspberry. At the heart, you have ambergris, fir balsam, geranium, and rose. And at the base, you have amber, feathery musk, oak moss, patchouli, and sandalwood. Now this scent smells like, it's unique. It's fruity, it's green, it's bright, it kind of smells like a pine needle, but there's also like this animalic, musky, just underlying note that's very strong in this scent. And the reason why I'm not getting into the inspiration behind these scents is because I'm really going to be dissecting them in the reviews. But what I loved and what really made me fall in love with Zoologist was the fact that it was very avant-garde, it was very artistic, and Victor took a lot of chances, specifically when he was releasing his first few scents. And as time goes on, it's not so much that I feel like he was silenced, it's just after a while you see where you want your creation, your creativity to go. And I saw Victor kind of balancing out this wearable fragrances that are beautiful and captivating with the more kind of avant-garde artistry that he kind of like came into the fragrance world with. And I think that's very smart, and I also think that's something to be admired and praised, because if you want to be able to continue creating beautiful scents, you gotta sell your beautiful scents, and not everyone is going to appreciate scents like beaver or the first panda or bat. But as you start creating and kind of editing and curating your collection, you get beautiful things like T-Rex and moth and hummingbird and nightingale, which are equally artistic and beautiful, but at the same time, they're more wearable. So Dodo to me is kind of more of the avant-garde scent, the little bit more challenging scent, but challenging in a positive way, not challenging in a negative way. And to me, Chameleon's more of like where Zoologist is going, and Dodo is kind of where Zoologist was. And I also think that's kind of neat that Dodo is where it was because it is an extinct bird. And so I don't know if that was Victor's mentality behind it, but I love how Dodo smells. Out of both of them, I would obviously wear Chameleon more because it's more wearable, it's easier to wear, but it's still got this beautiful artistry, specifically with those beautiful fruits and aromatics and woods. I think it's absolutely special. But there's something about Dodo that has that kind of lingering magic of like beaver and the first panda and bat, where it kind of really takes you someplace different, and it's a little bit jarring and challenging, but it's kind of like if you go on a really extensive hike. Have you ever done that, where like you go for a hike or you go someplace and it's just like it's a lot of work, but the entire journey is just so exhilarating and worth the effort? That is what Dodo is to me. It's taking a little bit more time for me to really understand this scent, but that doesn't mean it's a negative. It's actually a huge positive. It's not boring. It's definitely something that's going to grab attention. It's not for everybody, but I think that if you really love those kind of avant-garde, out there, almost otherworldly niche scents, or if you really love Zoologist in the beginning and you kind of miss that, I think Dodo is special. And so I kind of liked these are both being released at the same time too, because you're going to get something for everybody. You're going to get the beautiful wearable artistry of Chameleon, and you're also going to get the really unique special kind of artistry of Dodo. So I'm going to be doing full separate reviews for each of these guys. I definitely really want to dive into specifically Dodo and make sure I give a proper review of that one, because it has been kind of developing on the skin a little bit. Again, it is very green. It kind of smells like dry wood, but there is a dampness to it. And then it's got this kind of like fruity berry notes in there that are really unique. but there's just that animalic just note in there that is really taking over in all the right ways, like all the right ways. It smells so good. So I'm definitely going to be kind of dissecting that scent and letting you guys know what I think. Any case, the two new fragrances that are soon to be released from Zoologist I think are really special. I think that these definitely fit in as a cohesive part of Zoologist, and that's one thing that I really appreciate about Victor's scents and Victor's creations, is that no matter what noses he uses, no matter what type of fragrance he's creating, they all kind of, you can close your eyes and you can see how they all work together. And that's what I think is really neat about Chameleon and Dodo is kind of the beginning and Chameleon is more current, but they're both new scents, and so they definitely fit in with Zoologist as a cohesive collection, but they're each on their own very distinctive and unique and beautiful. So that is my first impressions of the two new fragrances from Zoologist, guys. I know this video is longer than expected and I know it's on the weekend. I'm sorry, I have had like crazy amounts of stuff going on. I wasn't able to get videos up Thursday and Friday, but I wanted to get this video up for you guys as soon as possible. And in the next week or two, closer to when these will be released, I will have dedicated reviews for each of these, so stay tuned for that. If you guys have had the opportunity to try these scents, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Or if you're just really excited to try these scents, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you guys think. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.